to this charity says, well, I heard my colleagues are doing it. What's she going to do with the money?
I don't know. I mean, it's a puzzle to me. I mean, to me, the interesting political dynamic is here. He was a big donor. I mean, there's just no question. He's one of the major Democratic Party donors.
Look at that wall, Juan. We'll grab it in just a second. That's just some of the money.
Right. And so what you get is people who,
But those have been returned.
Yes, they've been returned. But my point is that people who feel somewhat in debt to Harvey Weinstein and have felt this way in much the way that I think people in Hollywood see him as a power broker that you didn't want to cross, as people in the American media, at the height of American media, I think were reluctant to go after this story for the very same reason. So to me, it's like, an ongoing cancer in our society and one that we have been slow to come to. I'm somewhat amused that people on the Republican side are so delighting in this as if it's,
No.
These are very serious allegations you're talking about.
Well, I think so.
And I think came forward in the New Yorker who are accusing him of rape.
No, that's why I said, but I think there's a lot of...
It's incredibly serious. It's not just a lurid gossip story.
No,
he could be facing prison time if he's convicted of any of these.
But my point to you is that there are lots of people who I think are engaging in a certain degree of, what I would call schadenfreude, which is to say, oh, I delight in your misery. And look at you Democrats. You guys are always holding people to a higher moral standard, and now you've got this guy.
To say, though.
But you know what, to me, how you deal with Donald Trump and what the vulgar things he has said about women and the record of his behavior with women, I don't know.
Well, you really think there's an equivalency between someone who's accused of rape and someone who has said untoward,
I think abuse of women in terms of power over women
really
and trying to dominate.
There's no difference between saying something vulgar and raping someone?
I think
you don't see a difference.
Of course there's a difference between rape and abuse, but there's no getting away from the political damage and damage to women's careers and lives.
It's disgusting to say that anyone delights in any woman anywhere having to go through this. So that is completely uncalled for. What Republicans are pointing out is the complete hypocrisy in pointing out that all these people are complete and utter frauds. You have Hillary Clinton, who said that every sexual assault survivor deserves to be heard, deserves to believe. Took 5 days to say anything about this. You have people like Jimmy Kimmel going out there and making passionate speeches about issues like healthcare. Where's one about this?
Crickets.
He has been silent. Crickets. You've got people like NBC, who along with ABC and CBS spent in 1 week's time, 4 hours and 13 minutes about alleged sexual harassment allegations against President Trump, canned a story on this, knowing full well what was going on because it was brought to their attention. So what people are simply pointing out is the fact that all of these individuals are complete frauds.
Well, you know what? I remember the